What do you think school is? Is it a place to daydream out of the window of the classroom while your teacher is lecturing? Is it a place where you meet and socialize with your friends? Or is it a place where you barely wake up in the morning and try to catch up with the bell ringing? Today, we will tell you the history of school, from the first known schools to the present day. But before moving on, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Literally, school is a place where all kinds of education and training are carried out collectively, and its place is very important in human history. We could even say that schools are one of the biggest contributors to the development of civilization. The fact that people gather in one place and learn something within the framework of certain rules actually goes back to very old times. When did you think the first school in history was established? The first known schools in history were opened in ancient Greece. Schools at that time were established to prepare young men for community life. And to go to school, you had to be the son of a wealthy and noble family. At those times, mainly physics and art education were given in schools. Apart from that, there were also philosophy schools that gave more advanced philosophy education and raised great philosophers like Plato. Public schools, where girls could also receive education, were first opened in Rome between 60 and 70 AD. In addition to reading and writing, basic sciences and philosophy were taught to boys and girls aged 7 to 11. In the Middle Ages, schools were taken under the roof of religious institutions such as churches, monasteries, or madrasas, both in the Western world and in the Islamic geography. In these schools, religious education was given as well as literacy and natural sciences. As time passed, education reforms began in many countries of the world, and literacy rates increased rapidly. While in 1820, only 12% of the people in the world could read and write, today the share has reversed. In 2016, only 14% of the world population remained illiterate. Over the last 65 years, the global literacy rate increased by 4% every 5 years, from 42% in 1960 to 86% in 2015. As the understanding of individuality increased, various views on the types of education developed. Education has become widespread, implemented in different ways in different schools based on different needs. Of course, schools were not what they are today. There were no computers in the classrooms, let alone the internet. There was usually a chalkboard in the classroom, and there was chalk dust all over. Students would write in their notebooks with ink. If ink was spilled, there would be a mess. Fortunately, cleaner and more technological methods have been developed over time. Today, many schools have computerized education and smartboards in order to provide a better education. Students also play a major role in the development of education by asking questions, making research, and giving feedback. In 2020, with the coronavirus epidemic, school as we know it took a big hit. Face-to-face education was interrupted, and homeschooling became a safer option in many countries of the world. With the digitalizing world, education ceased to be under one roof. It came to our homes, to our screens. In addition, many mobile applications that will help education started to support both students and teachers' access to information and their development. We have examined the change of schools, and we have seen that there are institutions that provide education in many different ways over the centuries. But what about the future? That is the subject of another video. So stay tuned.